No one should make any mistake. A man was giving instruction to all the staff. Do you know who our new boss is? No, I don't know who our new boss is. There should not be an old man like our old boss. Listening to Lily, you stare at her. Stop staring at me. It is you who is engaged, not me. While both of you are talking to each other, a Rolls-Royce car stops outside the company, and all the employees start looking towards the car. Please God, it must be a handsome man. While saying this, Lily starts looking towards the car door. A bodyguard comes near the car and opens the car door, and a handsome man comes out of the car. Lily is surprised to see him. Jungkook is our new boss. Lily hugs you with joy. Hello, Mr. Jungkook. I am the manager of the company, he said while extending his hand towards Jungkook, but Jungkook did not shake his hand. Boss does not like to shake hands. Hearing this, the manager started smiling fakely. Sorry, I did not know. When Jungkook ignores the manager and comes inside, all the employees start giving bouquets to Jungkook, but Jungkook does not take any bouquet. Daniel was taking the bouquet instead of Jungkook. When you come to give the bouquet, Jungkook takes your bouquet and all the girls look at you jealously. Mr. Jungkook, come with me. Let me show you to your cabin. Hearing this, Jungkook and Daniel go into the elevator with the manager. I can't believe I'm going work with my crush, Lily says, looking towards the elevator. Come out of your dreams and go to your cabin, otherwise you will get scolded by your crush on the first day. Lily listens to you and stares at you. Now stop staring at me and come with me, or else I'll get scolded alone with you. Saying this, you held Lily's hand and went into the lift. Mr. Jungkook, this is your cabin. The manager shows Jungkook the cabin and says, arrange my meeting with all the department heads. Jungkook sits on the CEO's seat and speaks. Okay, boss. Saying this, he walks out of the cabin. Along with being a businessman, Jungkook is also a dangerous phycho mafia king, but no one knows that he is a mafia. His company is the number one company in Asia. Everyone wants to work in his company, but not everyone is able to work in his company. Because to work in his company, one should be very high qualified. Apart from this, the interview process is also very difficult, due to which not everyone is able to succeed in the interview. Talking about his personality, he is a cold hearted person and does not like to talk much. Jungkook was checking some files when you knocked on the door. Come in. Boss, have your coffee, you said while giving coffee to Jungkook. Jungkook takes the coffee from your hand. You read this file and underline the important lines. He points to the file and says, okay, boss. Saying this, you started reading the file and were underline important lines in between. Princess, today you are sitting so far away from me, but after a few days, you will be in my lap. Jungkook was thinking while looking at you. Actually, he saw you in a business party and became obsessed with you, but later he came to know that you are his brother's fiance. Jungkook was going inside with his bodyguard while talking to Daniel when he bumps into a girl. She was none other than you. When you bump into Jungkook, you hold on tightly to Jungkook's shirt for fear of falling. At first, Jungkook gets very angry, but when he sees you, his anger disappears. Sorry, I did not see you. Saying this, you went away from there. Find out about her. Saying this, he goes inside. The boss asked me to find out about the girl. As soon as Jungkook came into the party, his eyes started searching for you, and then his eyes fell on you. A smile appears on his face as soon as he sees you, but no one can see his smile because he was wearing a mask. He did not like anyone to see his face. Whatever he went to a party, he used to wear a mask. You are talking with your colleague when a man walks up to you. Hey beautiful lady, can you dance with me? He speaks in a flirting tone. Mr. C is engaged, so there is no use in you flirting with her. You broke my heart. He speaks in a dramatic tone, with his hand on his heart, which makes you as well as your colleagues laugh. Now that you can't be my girlfriend, be my dance partner, he says while extending his hand towards you. Go dance with him, or else his heart will be broken again. After listening to Lily, you went to dance with her. When Jungkook sees you with that guy, his eyes turn red with anger. Princess, how can you dance with someone when you are mine? Obsession for you was clearly visible in Jungkook's eyes. You are very good dancer. Not more than you. You are going for arranged marriage or love marriage? Arranged marriage. Nowadays everyone is going to love marriage and you are doing arranged marriage? Yes. Do you like your fiance? Whatever I meet him, he treat me very well. You mean you don't know him very well? Well, you are taking a lot of interest in my life. You stare at him and says, I am interested in your life because if your engagement is broken in future, then I can make you mine. But until then, you can be my friend. He speaks in a funny tone. You are so funny. Both of you are talking while dancing when the dance partner changed and you started dancing with Jungkook. Hello, mister. You have held my waist tightly, you says without looking at Jungkook. When Jungkook did not let go of your waist, even after listening to you, you looked at him and got scared because his eyes were red. Daniel gave Jungkook a file and said, Okay, you can go now. Boss, I want to tell you something. Jungkook signals Daniel to say. Boss, madam is Hazun's fiance. Daniel speaks fearfully because by now he has understood Jungkook's obsession with you. By the company she works for. Jungkook had no expression on his face, which surprised Daniel a little since he had no expression on his face even after finding out you are his brother's fiance. Boss, it's done. Your voice brings Jungkook out of his thoughts. Okay, you can go now. You walk out of the cabin after hearing Jungkook's words. Princess, I'll make you mine soon. Smirk. You wake up having a bad dream. Don't know who that guy was and why I keep seeing only his eyes in my dreams. Actually, you did not recognize Jungkook. Jungkook is the same man you met at the party. When opened the door, hearing your mother's voice, you came out of your thoughts and opened the door. What happened, mom? Get ready quickly. We have to go to Hajun's house to fix the wedding date. But mom, you did not tell me this before. I forgot to tell you. Okay, no problem. Saying this, you went to the washroom. They were sitting in the living room talking about you and Hajun's wedding when Jungkook comes into the living room. You are surprised when you look at Jungkook. Finally, you remembered me. Grandpa, you know I'm very busy yet. You are saying this? Jungkook hugged Mr. Jeon and said, Don't be so busy that you don't have time to meet your grandfather. Okay, sorry, I won't make the mistake next time. Hearing this from Jungkook's mouth brings a smile to his face. Mr. and Mrs. Kim, meet my elder grandson, Jungkook. Is Mr. Jungkook your grandson? Yes, he is my grandson. He built his own empire without my help. I am proud of him. Actually, Jungkook built his empire on his own. He never tried to succeed using his grandfather's name. When Hajun sees his grandfather praising Jungkook so much, he clenches his fists in anger. Hajun has been jealous of Jungkook since childhood because Jungkook was better than him in everything. Everyone praised Jungkook and his grandfather loved him more. It was not that Mr. Jeon did not love Hajun, he loved Hajun, but he loved Jungkook more because Jungkook did not have parents since childhood but Hajun had his parents. Mom, why is he here? He whispered in his mother's ear. Your grandfather called him. Jungkook's uncle, aunt, and Hajun did not like him because Mr. Jeon transferred 60% of shares in Jungkook's name. They tried to defeat Jungkook all the time, but they could not succeed because Jungkook knew that his uncle, aunt, and brother didn't like him. That's why he was always alert. Many times they tried to kill Jungkook, but Jungkook was always kept. Mr. Jeon did not know about all this because Jungkook did not want Mr. Jeon to know and get hurt. Hajun and his mother are talking when a girl voice echoes in the living room. Hajun, where are you? The girl was calling Hajun in anger. Who are you and why are you screaming so loudly? I want to meet Hajun. Hajun, who is she? Grandpa, I don't know her. If you don't know me, then how did I become the mother of your child? He says while throwing the pregnancy report in Hajun's face. Hajun, is this girl telling the truth? Grandpa, she is lying. I don't know her. If I am lying, then what is your answer to all these pictures? She gives Mr. Jeon several pictures of herself and Hajun and says, Grandpa, these pictures are faked. She is trying to trap me. He had just said this when Mr. Jeon slapped him. You still dare to lie? Mr. Jeon's eyes were red with anger. You did not think about my reputation even once before doing all this? Grandpa, don't be so angry. You will get sick. Saying this, Jungkook makes Mr. Jeon sit on the couch. Bring water for Grandpa. A maid brings water and gives it to Jungkook. Grandpa, drink water. Mr. Jeon drank water. Jungkook, once Mr. Kim saved my life, I promised him that I would marry my grandson to his daughter. But now, after what Hajun did, I will not be able to get him married to his daughter. Will you fulfill my promise by marrying her? Grandpa, you can do whatever you want. I won't forbid you from anything. After hearing Jungkook's words, Mr. Jeon hugged Jungkook. I am proud of you that you are my grandson. Seeing this, Hajun walks away angrily. Was it necessary to arrange our daughter's marriage with his grandson when you saw what a bad person his younger grandson is? Mrs. Kim speaks angrily. Whatever I did was for the welfare of our daughter. I don't think what you did was for the good of our daughter. If his elder grandson also turns out to be a playboy, my daughter's life will be ruined. Nothing like that will happen, trust me. Mr. Kim hugs Mrs. Kim and says, Dad scolded me so much because of your mistake. But Dad, now whatever is done is done. Now think what to do next so that Dad gives us 40% share. Yes, you are right. Princess, very soon will be mine. He touches your big photo and says, Actually, whatever happened at Jeon Mansion today was all Jungkook's plan. Jungkook was looking at your photo When his phone rings, what did you find out? Jungkook receives the call and asks, Boss, the bodyguard said that your uncle and aunt are planning something big against you. Let them do what they are doing. Okay, boss. Keep an eye on Hajun. I want all the news about him. After saying this, Jungkook disconnected the call. Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write FF according to your title.